Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my Dungeons & Dragons campaign, Session 17. As usual, please watch the previous episodes to catch up on what's happening. We turn to the Temple of Sune in Elowen's office.
Elowen finishes her makeup. After going over and checking it twice, she picks her best outfit and gets a knock on her door. She finishes adding the final touches to her outfit. Come in.
Mother Elowen.
Sister Diana, how are you? Have you brought Círdan with you by chance?
I'm faring well, thank you. Diana moves a little to the side, Círdan revealing his presence.
Mother Elowen, nice to see you. Diana has informed me that you requested my presence rather urgently.
Good evening, Círdan. Nice to see you as well. Please, both of you do come in. I'm just finishing styling my hair.
You look lovely, Mother Elowen. So what's this whole documentation subject about in terms of purpose? Diana sits in front of Elowen's desk with Círdan.
I concur. You look stunning, Miss Elowen.
Thank you both. As do yourselves, Círdan, I would like you to fashion some specific letters and documentation to see Mr. Haley himself. Special tickets. I know that they have them, but I'll hand it out randomly. They're rare, though, and are expensive. It would take too much time to procure, so we're going to do this my way.
Why do you wish to see Mr. Haley? He'll be headlining and presenting most of the performances tonight.
He's an elusive man, even after his performances. But these backstage tickets are my best option for getting in to see him. I have a reliable source that has thoroughly informed me that Mr. Haley most likely knows how to find Father Maxwell.
Mother Elowen, what makes you so sure this is the best option?
The fact that this is the only way to get to him without drawing suspicion or settling on violence.
If you're sure. I'm just a little worried about this whole thing backfiring.
Círdan, I wouldn't be doing this if there was another way.
Mother Elowen, is this the entirety of your plan?
As I said back in the bathhouse, the planning is done.
What are you talking about?
Earlier today, when you checked on me in the bathhouse.
I never went to the bathhouses. Today, Mother Elowen.
Diana, this isn't humorous.
This isn't a jest, Mother Elowen.
I've been with Diana since late this morning. She did not go to the bathhouses, Miss Elowen.
You were there. I talked to you. You had a bottle of wine, I remember.
Wine? I don't drink, Mother Elowen.
Her face loses color. We're not as safe as I thought. Everyone be extra vigilant. We've been infiltrated. By a shapeshifter, this is most concerning. I'll increase security.
Wearing my face no less. Diana grips Círdan's hand tight, her face stricken with worry.
Fear not, my love. I'll protect you. Keep each other close.
Thank you, sweetie. Definitely.
Círdan caresses the back of Diana's hand.
Diana leans in closer to Círdan, blushing a little as he kisses her forehead.
That's a lovely thing to see. Círdan, I have some parchment and quill and ink here. Please do the honors.
Círdan begins working on these forged tickets.
Círdan, roll a performance or sleight of hand check.
Diana kisses Círdan's cheek as a token of affection and also bestowing the guidance spell on him.
Most generous of you, my darling. Thank you. Performance check, that's 15.
Círdan, you do a grand job excellently forging and creating these special tickets. Mother Elowen looks most pleased.
Elowen inspects and reads one of the tickets, lifting her glasses up onto her forehead.
Well, Miss Elowen, what are your thoughts?
I like what I see. Círdan, you've made good on our chances to get to Mr. Haley.
Thank you, Miss Elowen.
Mrs. Elowen. But just Elowen, please. No need for titles today.
Very well, though I don't see a ring.
I beg your pardon.
I meant no offense, Elowen. It's just that I see no marital rings on your wedding finger.
I'm sure Elowen took them off before having her bath earlier but forgot to put them back on. No need to interrogate Círdan.
I was doing no such thing.
It's okay. Can we move on, please? Are you both attending the circus tonight, then?
We are. It'll be a fun, romantic night for us, but we'll remain cautious and vigilant.
I saw Jocelyn earlier as well. She's also dressed up for tonight. She looks exceptional. Seems everyone's going all out.
We've got fierce competition, my sweet.
There's another knock on the door. Mother Elowen?
Come in, Jocelyn.
Jocelyn does so. Sister Diana, Círdan, good to see you both. Mother Elowen, I've news.
Greetings, Sister Jocelyn.
Good evening, Jocelyn.
Please take a seat, Jocelyn. What news do you bring?
Thank you, but I'm not staying. Mr. Haley's Cirque, they've changed the opening time.
When is it? When have they changed the time to?
In 25 minutes.
Holy spirits, I need to finish getting ready. Everyone meet outside the circus and we'll get this thing underway.
Elowen, there's one other thing.
No time, Círdan. We'll discuss it just before the circus starts.
We need to get ready as well, Círdan. What am I going to wear? Mother Elowen, please excuse us. Thank you for having us. We'll see you soon.
Once Círdan and Diana leave, Jocelyn steps forwards. How are you feeling, Mother? Any better?
Much better, yes.
Are you certain?
Very much so.
Jocelyn will roll insight. That's an 11.
I got 19 for deception.
If you say so, Mother. Would you like any help with anything?
Could you please help with my hair? I can't quite get it to look how I want it to.
Of course. What style are you going for?
A Dutch braid style, with a few extra knots in.
Jocelyn approaches and helps, going over her mother's hair, beginning to style it in the form of a Dutch braid.
Roll a performance or sleight of hand check.
Plus guidance. 13 altogether.
How's it looking, Jocelyn?
It's coming together. Let me go over a few areas after.
Funny, this reminds me of when I first started doing your hair when you were little. Do you remember the first time I styled your hair?
I don't think so.
You were about 7 or 8. You begged and pleaded with me to do your hair in a top knot or ballerina bun style. I think it was after I had worn my hair in a similar fashion for a few days. You were envious, insisted that I teach you my techniques. Even back then, you were already showing ambition. You had quite the mouthy attitude back then at times, but you always knew when to dial it back. Now look at you styling my hair and using the techniques I taught you.
It's strange, Mother. I hardly remember much from back then.
Well, you were little.
Even later in life, I don't remember as much as I should.
Anything significant?
It's mostly hazy. I remember a few important things. My first prayer, first spell I cast, my first crush and kiss. I have a few memories of father, but they're vague.
Elowen tenses for a moment. It's nothing to worry about, Jocelyn. As you get older, you don't remember as much. Sometimes these things happen.
But why can't I remember, Father? Where is he, Mother? You said he left after an argument.
Josie, please don't. Not now.
But
Don't. Please, focus on the mission and my hair. Please, sweetheart.
I'm sorry, Mother. But one day you'll tell me about him?
Yes, Josie, I swear. Just not tonight, please.
Very well. Let me just put the finishing touches on your hair.
Roll another performance or sleight of hand check.
That's a natural 20. Plus 2. Jocelyn finishes doing her mother's hair. There we are, Mother.
Jocelyn gets her desk mirror, having a close look. Sweetheart, this is amazing. You did a fantastic job. Lovely work. Thank you so much.
You're more than welcome, Mother.
Jocelyn embraces her daughter, hugging her tight.
Jocelyn rests her head against her chest, eyes closed, a tear going down her face.
It's okay, sweetheart. It's okay. Jocelyn rubs her back delicately. There will be another time for explanations.
Jocelyn nods, feeling her mother kiss her head harmlessly.
Cutting back to Bronson, Camarere, Calaria, and Alexandra.
So, what's the plan then?
I suppose Mr. Haley's Cirque.
We'd better purchase some outfits and get ready then.
Is there a need for all of us to attend? I might want a little downtime.
Planning on indulging in the city's vices, are we?
That's none of your concern.
Struck a nerve, did I?
Enough. Calaria, if you wish to spend the night doing your own thing, then go for it.
Thank you, though permission is not needed. With all due respect.
Well, enjoy yourself tonight.
I will, don't worry.
Camarere, you receive an arcane message from Jocelyn via the sending spell.
Good evening, Camarere. Mr. Haley's Cirque will be starting in roughly 20 minutes. Hopefully I'll see you there.
Please, Jocelyn just contacted me via magic. We've got about 20 minutes before the circus starts. We need to hurry.
Skipping forwards in time, 20 minutes later, large lines and crowds form outside Mr. Haley's Cirque. It's absolutely bustling. The smell of salted popcorn, hot, meaty foods, and other delicious dishes permeate the summer night air. What's everyone's outfits and attire consist of?
Kamari is wearing a one-shoulder dress, along with flat shoes, and a fair bit of purple makeup to match her dress. She's also wearing some fresh flowers in her hair. Her hair itself is curly yet loose.
Bronson adjusts his white bow tie as he walks. He's dressed in a freshly bought suit, all black, complete with a blazer jacket and smart shoes. His beard and hair are brushed and washed. He's even wearing smooth, comfortable gloves.
Alexandra is wearing a pitch black bodycon dress, fake black diamond earrings, high heels, along with a beautiful gem necklace, long and subtle hairstyle, black makeup with some lip gloss.
Elowen and Jocelyn call you all over, near the eastern entrance.
Glad to see you all made it. You all look amazing. By chance, have you seen Diana and Caradem?
Can't say we have, I'm afraid.
So, I take it you both aren't just here for the circus itself?
You could say that. We're going to have a private word with Mr. Haley after the show. He might be able to ascertain Father Maxwell's location.
With our special tickets.
Is there anything you want us to do?
We should be okay, but thank you.
I think I see Dianara and Caradem. Excuse me. I must speak with Dianara a moment.
Anyways, would you like to sit with us?
I wouldn't mind that.
Neither would I. Bronson holds Kamara's hand, giving her a soft smile.
Of course. Kamari crouches down and gives Bronson a romantic kiss, whispering something into his ear before getting back up. Let's go. They're letting people in now.
You all make your way inside the big top after handing out tickets or payment. You also buy any snacks and food you wish before heading inside. Inside the grand big top, the air is thick with a mingled sense of food, sawdust, and something faintly arcane like a spell just finished casting. The canvas roof arches high above, striped in deep crimson and gold, its fabric rippling softly with each gust of wind. Lanterns filled with ever-burning fairy fire hang from taut ropes, bathing the interior in rippling blues, greens, and purples that shift like waves on a midnight sea. Every few seconds, motes of harmless, magical sparks drift down from the lanterns, disappearing before they touch the ground. The crowd, an eclectic mix of adventurers, gnomish tinkers, excitable children, mysterious hooded scholars, and the occasional curious fae fills the wooden bleachers that encircle the ring. Their murmured conversations buzz like stirred bees, rising to a hush as the lights gently dim. At the very center lies a circular stage of packed golden sand. Runes carved into the planks beneath flicker faintly, ready to activate at a ringmaster's gesture. Tall poles support elevated tightropes that crisscross overhead, some shimmering with illusory starlight, others wrapped in climbing vines that rustle even without breeze. Backstage curtains of rich midnight velvet quiver with anticipation. Behind them, performers prepare. Then the ringmaster steps forward, clad in a coat that shifts color like a dragon's scales. They tap their staff once upon the ground. The runes flare bright gold. Music enchanted, layered, impossibly full, bursts through the tent as if played by an unseen orchestra. And with a sweeping bow, the show begins wild, wondrous, and just a little bit dangerous visually. First up is a wizard who quickly checks the containment sigils around a crate marked, "Caution, mimic, prop, do not feed snacks." He is to the side of the main arena, obviously preparing a side prop. A sudden flare of prismatic light bursts from the center of the arena, and she steps into it. The acrobat is radiant. Her outfit, an intricate, form-fitted ensemble of moon, silver, silk, and star-shaped sequins, catches the magical spotlights and scatters them into 1,000 glittering shards. Every movement sends ripples of color shimmering across her figure, as though she wears a living constellation. She raises her arms, and the enchanted rigging above responds, ropes uncoiling on their own with a soft, serpentine whisper. When she leaps, she does so with the grace of something almost weightless, magic buoying her ascent. The moment her feet leave the ground, the lights flash in synchrony. Gold, then sapphire blue, then a deep amethyst pulse that follows her like a heartbeat in the air. She twists once, twice, 3 times her body, a bright comet streaking through the haze of illusionary stardust drifting from the rafters. The audience gasps as she releases her silken ribbon, plummets, then catches herself at the last possible instant, spinning into a spiral that sends the sequins of her costume glittering like hot sparks. A ring of floating lanterns ignites around her as she descends, each flame dancing in response to her movements. She steps lightly back onto the arena floor, breath steady, smile soft but triumphant. With a final flourish, she bows, and the magic lights burst into a radiant cascade like fireworks captured in slow motion before fading to a gentle glow. For a heartbeat, the tent is silent. Then the applause explodes, roaring like thunder beneath the enchanted sky.
That was spectacular. Eloan joins in the applause, the magical light gleaming off her glasses.
Jocelyn is sitting between Eloan and Diana. Also applauding, she sees Cerdam whisper something to Diana.
Kamari sits next to Bronson, holding his hand. They both cheer as the first performance concludes.
What a grand performance, but I reckon the further along the show goes, the more fierce the competition becomes.
That remains to be seen, my love.
Are you okay, Kamara? You sound a little congested.
Enfin, Bronson. It's just all the scents and perfumes in here. It's getting to me a bit.
With a concise motion of his wrist, Bronson produces a handkerchief. Here you are, my darling.
What the? How did you get that, Bronson? Kamaria accepts the handkerchief, blushing a little.
It's my own little magic trick.
Oh, what other magic tricks do you have up your sleeve, handsome?
Well, if you wish, I can show you more later tonight.
Maybe. That depends.
Depends on what?
Kamari smiles and murmurs something into Bronson's ear before chuckling quickly, folding the handkerchief.
The lights narrow again, shrinking to a single gleaming beam that paints the sawdust floor in pale gold. A drum roll shivers through the tent, fast, mischievous, promising trouble, and the audience leans forward as the shadows part. Out marches the gnome. Barely 3 feet tall and bursting with swagger, he wears a flamboyant crimson coat embroidered with tiny golden lions that seem to roar as they catch the light. His top hat is nearly as tall as he is, tilted rakishly to one side, and his curled mustache glitters with some kind of enchanted polish. In one hand, he brandishes a baton carved from ivory and capped with a tiny roaring lion's head. In the other, a hoop wreathed in harmless but impressively dramatic blue flame. The magical spotlights flare fiery orange, then deep jungle green, and from behind the curtain emerges the first lion. But this is no ordinary beast. Standing twice the height of the gnome, the great golden creature moves with the regal confidence of something that knows it could swallow him whole, but chooses not to. Its mane sparkles faintly, enchanted starlight drifting from each tuft, and its amber eyes follow the gnome with equal parts respect and amusement.
Ladies, gentlemen, and beings of mysterious origin, the gnome bellows, somehow loud enough to rattle the rafters. Prepare your hearts, steady your nerves, and please, for your own safety, do not blink.
The lion roars, a rolling thunderclap, and at once 2 smaller lions, sleek, stripeless, with runes glowing faintly along their flanks, bound into the ring. The gnome taps his baton once on the ground, and all 3 lions sit in perfect synchrony.
Alexandra sits a little further up the seating area, next to a gentleman who's dressed in a fine outfit. She whispers and pleads for the lions to go crazy and spill some blood.
He leaps onto the largest lion's paw, then scrambles expertly up its leg, standing proudly atop its massive shoulder. With a sweeping gesture, he commands the runed lions to spring through the flaming hoop. They leap one, then the other, twisting midair, leaving behind trails of shimmering light that spiral upward like glowing ribbons. The audience erupts in gasps and scattered cheers. Then comes the finale. The gnome hops down, plants his feet, and raises the hoop high. The enormous lion lowers itself, muscles bunching, tail swishing. A collective breath is held. With a mighty leap, the giant lion soars through the flaming circle, landing in a shower of harmless magical sparks that explode into the shapes of miniature roaring lions before fading away. The gnome twirls, bows with exaggerated flourish, and the lions roar in perfect harmony, a chord so powerful it sends the magical lights rippling like a stormy sea above. The crowd loses its mind. The gnome hops up onto a small lacquered podium clearly conjured just for this moment and adjusts his oversized crimson coat. He clears his throat with theatrical gravitas, twirls his mustache once for luck, and lifts his baton like a scepter.
Ladies, gentlemen, esteemed creatures, and all wondrous folks in between, he begins, voice booming, far larger than his size. What you have witnessed tonight is not merely a display of feline finesse. Oh no, it is a celebration of trust, teamwork, and the undeniable fact that even the smallest among us can command the grandest of roars. He gestures grandly to the lions lounging behind him, each one preening under the lingering magical lights. These magnificent beasts, with claws sharp enough to shave a dwarf, and voices loud enough to rattle a titan, have chosen, yes, chosen to join me in bringing joy, thrill, and perhaps a hint of righteous terror to your evening. And for that, I thank them. And you. So remember this, dear audience, bravery isn't measured in inches, nor is wonder limited by size. Whether you stand tall as a giant or compact as a gnome of impeccable style, he tips his hat. You may yet leap through flaming hoops and land with grace. He bows deeply. The lions roar in a perfectly timed, harmonious anthem. And now, he finishes with a wink, go forth and let your hearts run wild, but preferably not as wild as them. The gnome and his lions then retreat backstage as the lights dim. Under the shimmering glow of ever-changing illusion lights, the crowd roars with excitement.
At center ring, a golden-haired elven juggler steps in, her confident smile gleaming as she bows to the cheering crowd in greeting. Her athletic frame moves with precision and grace, every motion deliberate, every pivot rehearsed to near perfection. With a flick of her wrist, she sends a single porcelain plate spinning atop a rod, then another, and another. Soon 5 plates, then 8, then the crowd gasps as she lifts 2 more from her belt, sending them swirling upward until 10 plates spin in a perfect halo. Her other hand produces a cascade of objects, ruby red apples, brass rings, a dagger wrapped in bright ribbons, each tossed skyward with flawless timing. Every object arced through the air without colliding, weaving a pattern of glittering motion around her. She steps lightly on a conjured breeze, her hair and costume catching the momentum as though the entire act were choreographed with the wind itself. Above the audience, a bouquet of enchanted balloons drift in a slow orbit. Suspended from their strings, legs dangling casually, floats a cheerful halfling clown in polka dot overalls, hawking his wares between honks of a squeaky horn.
Balloons, a copper apiece, guaranteed not to float you away unless you want them to, he called, drifting past rows of delighted children and adventurers alike. Every time he sells a balloon, the rest bobbed a little higher, adjusting magically, so he continues hovering in lazy circles above the ring.
As the juggler's finale crescendos, all 10 plates spin in unison, her airborne objects spiraling into a single perfect loop, and the clown above blows a triumphant toot on his horn, promptly spinning in place, as if the balloons had twisted him around for comedic effect. The audience erupts into another round of applause, showering the ring with cheers, coins, and a few minor cantrips of celebration. The golden-haired juggler caught her final apple with a flourish, dipped into a deep bow, and let the applause wash over her like a wave of magic. Rising, she pressed a hand to her heart and projected her voice across the tent.
Thank you, my brilliant audience. You've given me energy enough to spin 100 plates, though. I promise I'll limit myself to 10 for everyone's safety. She winked playfully, earning a ripple of laughter. It is our joy, every night, to remind you that wonder still lives in this world. Whether you ride the roads as heroes or walk them as humble travelers, never forget that balance, timing, and a touch of courage can make even the wildest act possible. Above her, the drifting clown gave a squeaky horn salute. So enjoy the night, cherish your companions, and may your own journeys be full of marvels worthy of a circus ring. And if not, well, we can always teach you a few tricks. She gave a final flourish of her hands, sending a tiny, illusory shower of golden sparks into the air. Thank you all, and may your evening be magical.
For a moment, the circus tent dimmed, the crowd buzzing in anticipation. Then a single chime rang out clear, metallic, followed by another, cascading like raindrops striking steel. A spotlight blossomed at center ring, revealing a broad cobalt blue mat studded with gleaming metal spikes, each no larger than a dagger, but sharp enough to catch the light with intimidating precision. The audience murmured. Into the ring stepped 2 dancers, their silhouettes fluid and mirrored. One wore flowing ribbons of scarlet that trailed like comet tails. The other was draped in layers of shimmering silver silk that rippled like moonlit water. They bowed together, hands touching, and the spikes beneath them glittered threateningly. Then the music begins. The dancers stepped onto the mat. Not a single spike yielded, and yet neither performer showed the slightest sign of pain. With impossible balance, they began to move, their feet landing between spikes, on spikes, across spikes, all with the grace of water pouring over stone. Scarlet leapt first, spinning into a tight aerial twist. The audience gasped as she landed squarely on a cluster of spikes, the metal tips glinting around her bare feet. But she remained perfectly poised, as though the spikes themselves welcomed her weight. Silver followed, sweeping into a low roll across the field of points, her silks fluttering inches above the steel. For a heartbeat, it looked dangerous, reckless, impossible, but then the spikes seemed to bend. Were the spikes enchanted? Was the mat itself alive? Or were the dancers simply that skilled? Whispers spread through the crowd. No one could agree. Their movements grew faster, acrobatics, paired flips, interlocking balances, where one dancer supported the other's entire weight balanced on just a single spike point. Yet their smiles never wavered. With each beat of music, the spike shimmered as though in rhythm with them, bending when necessary, stiffening when dramatic effect demanded it. For the finale, Scarlet and Silver clasped hands and executed a spinning lift, their bodies orbiting each other like twin stars. As they rose, the spikes beneath them flattened, forming a pattern of metallic petals. When they landed, the spikes sprung back to their original shape as though nothing had happened. The lights swelled, the dancers bowed, the crowd thundered to its feet beneath the applause. The spikes glinted one last time, silent and mysterious, as if sharing a secret between performers and the brave few who dared watch without blinking. As the main area is cleared and the final performance leaves its everlasting effect, the magical lights dim. The air itself seems to tense a little.
Elowen watches each performance nonchalantly, looking mildly disinterested. She muffles and conceals a few soft coughs and sniffles, her throat and nose still somewhat dry and tickly. With the small view of the backstage area, Elowen sees someone she can scarcely comprehend. She automatically grips onto the side of her chair, chest tight. Jocelyn, Jocelyn. She whispers over to her.
Jocelyn snaps out of her entranced state, locked in on the show. Yes, Mother? Are you all right?
Look over there in the backstage area. Elowen nods to the small view behind the center area.
Jocelyn squints and leans forwards a little in her seat.
That man with the black and grey hair near the door frame.
I can just barely see him, but yes.
That man is wearing your father's face.
I beg your pardon, Mother?
Either I need new glasses or that man is wearing your father's face. He can't be here, he's miles away. Elowen gets to her feet, briskly walking down the seating area.
Maybe he just looks similar? Mother, where are you going?
Elowen doesn't answer, making her way round the side.
Jocelyn swiftly stands up, going after her, feeling someone grab her hand gently in the process.
Jocelyn, what's going on?
Is everything okay?
Everything's fine, just stay put. Jocelyn continues walking down after Elowen.
Kamari has her eyes closed, her head against Bronson's shoulder, feeling him rub her back. I love you, Bronson.
I love you too, Kamara. He plants a delicate kiss on her forehead, hearing an adorable little giggle coming from her in response.
Alexandra's getting a little comfortable herself. Her and the finely dressed gentleman discussing many ways in which the show could be improved. Piranhas, man-eating pythons, animated knives. They both indulge in each other's ideas and speculations. Alexandra warming up to the idea of levitating guillotines and sentient weapons chasing the performers about until only one's left breathing.
The ringmaster emerges onto the center stage wearing a pristine purple tuxedo, Mr. Haley himself again.
Everyone, thank you so much for attending the show tonight. 14 years in a row now, we couldn't have found a more enjoyable audience to perform for. Please give a most generous round of applause to my beautiful, talented performers.
All of the acts step forth onto the center stage, and behind Mr. Haley, the audience erupts into more applause and cheers.
Whilst the show is now concluded, the concession stands and outside areas are only just beginning. As well as the night itself, please feel free to indulge and delight yourselves. All those who have backstage tickets, please present them to security on the other side of the big top. Thank you all again. We hope to see you again next year.
Elowen is already at the backstage access area, hearing Jocelyn jogging after her. She shows one of the tickets that Cairden made to the security.
Mother, wait. Jocelyn is soon beside her, ticket in hand.
You both get let through. The backstage area illuminated by numerous dancing lights, spells. The orbs float and patrol the roof and its rafters.
Elowen is immediately searching for the man she assumes to be imitating her beloved.
Ah, visitors already. My goodness.
Lance, where are you? Show yourself.
Please excuse us a moment, Mr. Haley.
Lance, please.
Ma'am, who are you after? I don't have anyone here by that name.
Lance Langford, my husband of over 20 years.
Up there, Mother! Jocelyn points to one of the rafters. The black and grey-haired man swiftly climbing across the beams, jumping down and booking it.
Stay here, Jocelyn. Elowen breaks into a sprint, after kicking off her heels, chasing him.
But very well.
Once Elowen is within 60 feet of him, she casts the whole person spell.
The chase leads outside to the back of the big top. Elowen, your spell binds the man in place.
Now, time for explanations. You look like Lance, but you're not. He's miles away from Farron. You're an imposter.
I never thought we'd reunite under these circumstances, my love.
Don't you dare call me that. Trying to weaponize my love for him against me.
Elowen, it is me.
It's horse shit is what it is.
Elowen Louise Langford, it's me.
Insight check. 25 plus guidance. Elowen concentrates on the cantrip instead, dropping the whole person spell.
Absolutely no signs of deceit or misinformation in the slightest.
How do I know it's truly you? The man I love went out on a mission and was gravely injured.
A druidic healer with powerful healing magic. I was lucky enough to have met them when I did.
Insight again. 23.
Same result as before.
Elowen's heart almost screams. It's you, but it can't be so.
My love, it is.
Then why did you run from me?
Because I'm undercover. Or recently just became working as an undercover agent. I couldn't draw attention to myself.
One more insight. 27 total.
Complete honesty and transparency.
My gods. Elowen springs forwards, hugging Lance tight, bursting into tears.
My love, my darling Elowen. Lance embraces her tight, head against the top of hers, rubbing her back gently and comfortingly. His body warms Elowen's as they hug, both of them shedding tears and doubts.
You don't know how much I've been needing your embrace, my love.
Mother! Jocelyn runs over.
Elowen says nothing, more than settled in Lance's arms.
What are you doing? You said...
Hello, Josie. It's been such a long time, my baby girl.
Jocelyn goes silent.
Please don't ever let me go again, Lance. I beg of you.
It's a mistake. I swear I won't repeat, my beloved.
Jocelyn steps closer. Father?
Yes, sweetheart. It's me.
Jocelyn hugs her father, overcome with raw emotion. Father, I didn't think I'd ever see you again.
I didn't believe I'd live long enough to embrace you both once more. But I'm here now.
Back inside the big top, the crowds begin to disperse.
Elowen and Jocelyn have been gone a while. Let's go find them.
Lead the way, love.
Alexandra gets to her feet along with the dignified gentleman. So what are you doing tonight, Jarek? Anything stimulating?
That depends on you, Alexandra. How does dinner sound?
Wait. Right now?
I'm feeling up for some food and wine. How about you?
Sure thing. I'm up for it. She offers her hand.
Jarek takes it, giving her a sincere smile as they begin to head out.
Alexandra. Camariere catches up to her, noticing her and the gentleman leaving. Where are you going?
Out for dinner. If you'll excuse us.
Really? You're not sticking around?
If I do that, I'll puke from all the boredom. The show itself was lackluster enough. I've spent enough time here. I'll see you all tomorrow sometime.
Alexandra and her date leave. What are you all doing?
I guess we go find the others. Or we could take the night off and do something else romantic. What would you like to do, Bronson?
A nice romantic walk by the sea.
Simple but sweet. I like this idea.
Then shall we?
Yes, please. Camari takes Bronson's hand, heading off with him.
Diana and Kirdem go round to the backstage entry area, showing their tickets before getting let in.
More visitors. Good to see you.
Mr. Haley, the legend himself.
Why, thank you, young man.
Mr. Haley, have you seen our friends Elowen and Jocelyn? Diana describes them both as best she can.
Elowen reemerges into the big top, Jocelyn and Lance with her.
Dante, there you are. You owe me an explanation as to what happened earlier.
Yes, Mr. Haley. This is my wife and daughter.
A pleasure, Mr. Haley. I apologize for possibly scaring you earlier. I mistook my beloved for someone else. I must stop doing that.
Honestly, Mother, you need to get new glasses or something.
I know, Jocelyn, I know.
Roll a deception check with advantage.
That's 23.
No harm done, Mrs. Greystone. But please ensure it's not repeated in future.
Of course. Apologies again. Would you mind if we stayed longer, Mr. Haley? I haven't seen my husband for a while now. His work keeps him busy.
True, I do keep busy.
Of course, Mrs. Greystone. In fact, would you be interested in a proposition?
A proposition involving...
A proposition involving yourself or your daughter, working here with myself and the rest of the talented cast of characters. If I may say, you both look like you could command a crowd or dazzle an audience. Do either of you command any magic by chance?
Your assumptions hold weight, and we both do, although it's only through prayer and devotion that we wield and possess magical capabilities.
Ladies of devotion, I understand I myself am a pious man. Would either of you be interested in my proposal?
I'm not really.
Pardon my intrusion, Mr. Haley, but I need to speak with Mrs. Greystone a moment.
Of course. What about you, young man?
Me? What about me, Mr. Haley?
You carry a lute on your person. Are you a bard?
I am, sir. I write my own music and sometimes try my hand at poetry.
And may I inquire about your elven friend you have with you?
Diana, she's a cleric. Best discuss it with her. Her faith is her own to share.
Thank you. What's your name, young man?
I'm Cirque Furlong, at your service.
I like the sound of that. How would you like a job here at this very circus?
It would be an honor, sir.
Most excellent. Cirque, welcome aboard.
Thank you, sir.
It's my pleasure, Cirque.
Dianara takes Elowen off to the side. Elowen, what's going on here?
That's my husband, Lance. He's working undercover. Apparently this whole circus is full of devils and other nefarious creatures. Using fake names is a lot safer for everyone.
I see. And what's his exact job? Kill any fiends, sabotage their plans.
Learn Mr. Haley's plans and discover who the devils and the rest of the bad guys are. Once that's done, he's to report back to his superior.
And his superior is who exactly?
I don't know, he wouldn't say.
So what are you going to do?
If Mr. Haley does know about Father Maxwell, it would be best to play along.
And what would you ask of me? Would you like my help?
That's completely up to you and Caradem. I'm going to have Jocelyn stay at the temple. It'll need someone there whilst I'm gone.
Understood. Well, I'll have a talk with Caradem and get back to you.
Thank you, Dianara.
There's no need, Elowen.
Mr. Haley looks at Jocelyn and Lance.
Young lady, I understand your reluctance, but I know true talent when I see it. Dante, see good things ahead for your daughter.
Young lady, I understand your reluctance, but I know true talent when I see it. Dante, I see good things ahead for your daughter.
That's my Jeanette. She's naturally gifted. But she's a young lady now. I won't force her to indulge in ventures she doesn't wish to.
Thank you, Father.
You're welcome, sweetheart.
As for your proposition, Mr. Haley, it mostly depends on what my mother chooses. Ideally, I'd like to spend as much time with Father as possible, but Mother holds a lot of influence over me.
I see. Well, just like your father said, you're a young lady, you can make your own decisions.
Jocelyn lowers her head nervously.
Elowen rejoins them.
Mrs. Greystone, I was just discussing my proposition with your daughter.
Jeanette, sweetheart, it's completely up to you.
Whilst I do agree with the statement overall, I'd like you to take care of the temple whilst me and your father are here, Jeanette.
I'd like to stay with you both.
No, Jeanette. I need you back at the temple, sweetheart.
But Mother...
No arguments.
My love, may I make a suggestion?
What is it, Dante?
What if Jeanette just works part-time? If that's okay with you, Mr. Haley.
Of course, Dante.
Elowen takes off her glasses, searching her bag for a lens wipe. I'm not so sure, Dante.
Please, Mother. I understand your concerns, but have some trust in me.
It's not because I don't trust you, Jeanette. You know how much I value the temple. For goodness sake, you were born in there.
Here, Mrs. Greystone. Mr. Haley hands her a clean cloth. And you don't have to come to a decision immediately, of course.
Thank you, Mr. Haley. And that's my final word, Jeanette.
No, Mother. I won't do as you tell me.
Let's discuss this further in private.
Jeanette, please do as I instruct.
I won't, Mother.
Jeanette.
Enough, please.
Elowen takes a deep breath, cleaning her glasses. I'm sorry, Jeanette.
Look, it's late and I hate to see a family argue. Come on back tomorrow, we'll still be here. Dante, feel free to use the spare trailer if you want to.
Thank you, Mr. Haley.
The three of us will head to the spare trailer then.
The spare trailer is a little less smaller than the others, but it is still somewhat confining. It's only recently been converted, some of it dirty and unused, some areas having new furniture in.
Come on in. Sorry about the state of the place.
Elowen looks about the place with minimal interest. What was this trailer used for once upon a time?
From what Mr. Haley said, it was used to store props and spare items. Haunted, apparently. But I don't believe that part.
Jocelyn inspects a box full of decrepit books, being greeted by an old smell and wisps of dust. One book in particular seems to draw her attention, picking it up as she has a loud sneezing fit.
Goodness, soon bless you, sweetheart.
Gesundheit, Josie.
Thank you, Mother. Father, what do you think of this? Jocelyn shows them the book she found.
Rare magical artifacts of legend.
That's an unusually large book, left discarded and unused. Almost sad, really. Hold on to it, Jocelyn.
I will, Mother. And about earlier.
That can wait. I'm going to rest. Lance, my love, are you joining me?
A little early to be resting so soon.
Well, I'm not tired. I'm going to discuss a few things with Dianara and Kerdem. I'll see you later. Jocelyn ventures back to the big top.
Farewell, Josie. Elowen, why are you so against Jocelyn making her own decisions?
Elowen sighs ever so softly, sitting on the edge of the double bed, taking off her shoes. Lance, there's no other man I've ever loved aside from you. You know how much I mean that. But you were gone and I had to keep Jocelyn trained and battle-hardened. But that also meant withholding portions of the truth from her. And I thought you were dying slowly and painfully. The Temple of Soon and everyone there is basically my second family. Without them, I probably would have lost myself. If there's a serious threat residing in Mr. Haley's Cirque, then I'm helping you eliminate it. I'm not losing you again. But the temple needs to be protected and guarded. There's been shape-shifting activity spreading throughout Amneskar. As I said earlier, Soon's holy site and its inhabitants can't be put at risk. Whilst I do trust my fellow friends, Jocelyn is the strongest out of them all. If there's an attack, she's the best line of defense.
Lance sits beside his beloved, arm around her. I understand from a tactical perspective, but from a parental perspective.
I know, truly. But as clerics of Soon, we have to defend the Princess of Passion and her places of worship. But I'll admit that I'm a hypocrite. I should return and defend it, but I can't bring myself to leave you. And I made a vow, we both did, till death do us part, forever and always.
Then maybe the part-time job option is the solution. That way Jocelyn can be here with us and sometimes at the temple. At least consider it, my darling. I know that we've only just reunited, but I don't want to jeopardize our daughter's choices.
I know, Lance. I promise you I'll keep that option in mind. I don't want to see our daughter dissuaded. Maybe I do need to start thinking less like a mentor. I've been training Jocelyn for over a decade. It's a hard drive and routine to stop.
I understand, Elowen. Tomorrow we'll let her decide.
Thank you, sweetie.
You're still tense, Elowen.
I just need to unwind. Lance,
Yes, my beautiful wife?
do what you did to me on our wedding night. Take me to paradise, my love.
Are you sure? Right now?
I've never been more sure in my life. Please.
Lance sets his hands on his beloved's arms, kissing her passionately and deeply, planning on taking his time.
Elowen leans into him, moaning softly as they begin to make love.
Back to Dianara and Kerdem. You both begin to head off back to Imneskar after sharing some cotton candy between you. As you finish the cotton candy, strolling through the grassy plains, you both shiver as you feel like you're both being watched.
Can I do a perception check?
Go for it.
Kerdem plays a mellow melody on his lute, giving Diana a bardic inspiration.
Most appreciated, 23 altogether.
From the nearby shrubbery, you see at Dianara a large, angry-looking bovine with jutting horns.
What kind of creature is that? She whispers to herself. Kerdem, we might have to fight. Get ready.
If you wish to try and identify what specific creature this is, roll a history check. Then everyone roll initiative.
My initiative I rolled great for, that's 21. History check not so much, it was below 5, so a fail.
Kerdem rolled an 11 for initiative.
The bovine will be going second. Dianara, you're up.
How far away is it from us?
About 40 feet.
We're not wearing our armor, so we'll need to be extra careful. Diana conjures and hurls a mote of radiant light at the creature. She then turns to Kerdem, casting abjuration magic his way, a shimmering protective field of magic surrounding him.
The bovine bursts from out of the shrubbery, charging at you, Dianara. It's a little slower than expected, resulting in you dodging its dangerous horns.
Kerdem sets a hand on Diana's shoulder, a wave of stoic courage imbued onto her as well as some protective magic. He then plucks and flourishes on his lute, singing an enchanting note, bestowing bardic inspiration to her before stepping back a little.
Dianara has her claw on her, wielding it and going in for a strike. The strike lands, drawing blood, her blade gleaming as she flicks the blood off it.
Almost roaring out in pain, the bovine attempts to slam its head into your chest, Dianara. He manages to do so, dealing minor damage, almost knocking you off your feet.
Kerdem angles it so Dianara isn't caught in the crossfire before firing a bolt of flame towards the creature. The flames slam and erupt as it makes contact with the creature's face.
Excellent shot, Kirdem. Dayanara slashes with her blade again, drawing upon the bardic inspiration to fuel her damage. She gets blood on her face as her attack is a fierce one.
The bovine creature thrusts forwards, attempting to ram into Kirdem this time. Dayanara, you do get an attack of opportunity.
Dayanara manages to get a good hit, and as the bovine rushes past,
Kirdem, you roll to the side as the bovine charges, nearly getting hit with its horns.
Kirdem quickly casts a series of gestures and arcane words, an intense ringing noise sounding from next to the bovine before it erupts as a pulse of thick thunder.
Kirdem, how do you want to do this?
As the bovine gets destroyed by the thunder damage, Kirdem fires another bolt of flame, Dayanara firing rounds of radiant light simultaneously, the creature getting absolutely demolished.
As the bovine dies, its cadaver begins to dissolve and melt like chocolate in the blazing sun.
what in the hells? Dayanara crouches down beside the dissolving thing, not getting too close, but close enough to examine it. Kirdem, do you have anything we can store a sample of this thing in?
Nothing on me that we can use, no.
Dayanara tries to examine and identify the mass of dissolving tissue.
I'll assist however I can, plus bardic inspiration.
Thank you.
Roll an arcana, nature, history, or survival. Check with advantage.
2 14s, plus bardic inspiration, 24 total.
Excellent. Dayanara, this bovine wasn't a bovine. This sort of melting process happens after a shapeshifter returns to its natural form. In this case, since it's dead, it can't turn into a chosen form, so it's just a mass of viscous sludge.
We were being watched by a shapeshifter. How many times has this happened now? It wore Rover's face, then Bronson's, mine, and now a damn bovine.
We need to find the others and warn them.
Elowen already knows, as well as Jocelyn. As for her friends, I have no idea. We should keep moving. Lady of Love, please watch over and protect us.
Keep close. Kirdem takes Diana's hand, feeling her grip tightening as they continue to travel back to Imiskar. We should let Jocelyn know at least.
I'll do that now. Just a moment. Diana cast the sending spell, Jocelyn being the recipient, of course. Jocelyn, Kirdem, and myself fought a bovine disguised as a shifter. We're going to Imniskar. Join us when you can.
Jocelyn receives the sent message as she searches the circus for Dayanara and Kirdem. She answers it quickly. That's daunting. Meet me at the Duke's Knickers and we'll talk there.
The Duke Snickers, she wants to meet us there.
We'll make a quick stop for home first. I want to get changed and grab a few things. Or you can head straight there and I'll catch up.
Absolutely not. We don't let each other out of our sights. It only takes a moment for a shapeshifter to take a form. I'm not taking any risks. We can head to your home, yes, but remain vigilant.
Understood, my love.
Returning to Jocelyn, you make your way out and away from Mr. Haley's Cirque. You feel uncomfortable as your surroundings seem far too subdued and silent for your liking.
Perception check. Plus guidance. 15.
You see nothing out of the ordinary, Jocelyn.
Jocelyn casts the light cantrip on her weapon, illuminating a small area. She rests a hand on her amulet of Sune.
Jocelyn, something slashes at your back, making you shriek in pain. I need you to roll initiative with disadvantage.
That's a 10 total.
A demonic winged figure emerges from the shadows, its eyes glimmering dark red. It lunges at you, bloody dark, claws raised. It slashes at you again, the pain coming from your head as well as your waist where the creature struck you.
Jocelyn clutches her waist, looking down as the wound is already pouring out blood. She shrouds her body in healing magic, the wound closing. She flicks her wrist, divine radiance emanating as she fires a stream of it at the creature. It burns and corrodes the demonic creature.
The light emanating from your weapon also seems to bother the creature. It disengages and retreats a little before effortlessly fading back into the shadows.
Oh, no you don't. Jocelyn presents her holy amulet, boldly reciting a prayer. A sphere of pure divine light emanates from the amulet, the sphere itself covering a 30-foot radius. Whilst that's in effect, Jocelyn coats herself in more healing magic.
Jocelyn, the creature wails and gargles as it gets caught in the sphere despite its inconspicuous state. It gets completely enveloped and coated in thick divine radiance, only a pile of thin ash remaining. You hear more howls of pain from behind you. Another one of those demonic creatures. It retreats back and tries to recover. The darkness surrounding it thinning out. It glares and spreads its wings, flying around you, keeping some distance, firing 2 blasts of darkness your way. Both hit, almost knocking you backwards, the blast freezing cold to the touch.
Your control over the darkness doesn't frighten me, demon scum. Jocelyn launches a streak of radiant light at the creature, making the creature's outline glow upon making contact, as well as burning it. Jocelyn casts and summons more healing magic afterwards, her own outline glowing turquoise.
The demonic winged figure snarls as its eyes turn pitch black. It fires 2 spheres of pure darkness at you once more. One of the blasts crits you and inflicts serious damage.
Jocelyn pants in pain as that attack packed a punch. She takes a deep breath and looks at the demon straight in the eyes. Go back to where you came from. Jocelyn fires another streak of guided radiant energy, striking the cretin directly in the chest. She then flicks her wrist. The demon dodges her follow-up attack at the very last second. She bites her lips, breathing deeply still.
The demon seems to smile before launching another pair of darkness orbs in your direction. They strike you simultaneously, your bones aching from the inside.
Jocelyn staggers her vision, infrequently going blurry. She immediately casts more healing magic upon herself, feeling mental clarity swim through her. She flourishes and flicks her wrist one more time, the demon receiving a small sphere of radiant magic to the chest, repelling the darkness.
The winged monstrosity burns up and fades into the night, deep in death's embrace.
Jocelyn exhales and thanks the Lady of Love in a quick prayer. She clutches her holy amulet, restoring some of her spell reserves before continuing on. She remains extra wary, unwilling to get jumped like that again.
Even when you're back inside the walls of Imniscar, Jocelyn, you still feel a little on edge. You head straight to the Duke's Knickers, getting a drink and a table as you wait for the others.
Jocelyn definitely gets a table close to the fire as her bones still ache a little, her body not as warm as she'd like it to be.
The night gradually continues on, everyone occupied with their current activities. As the sun finally begins to ascend, there's a slight chill in the air that accompanies it. Camerier, Bronson, you both awaken at the walk-in. You've one of the best rooms available.
Camerier wakes with a small yawn, barely wearing anything except for the bed sheets that conceal her body. She rubs her face gently. The other side of the double bed empty. She sits up, her pillow a little smudged from her makeup. She hears water splashing from the bathroom, alongside Bronson humming. Slipping on some basic clothes, she brushes her hair briefly, yawning again. By the time she starts brewing some coffee, Bronson emerges into the bedroom, dressed in leather trousers. Good morning, my love.
Good morning, beautiful. How did you sleep?
Very well, thank you. You really wore me out last night. She pours 2 cups of coffee, the beautiful smell invigorating her spirits. Here, Bronson. Camerier hands him a cup full of the steaming beverage.
Most kind of you. Bronson takes a long swig, the boiling hot liquid barely phasing him. Delicious. As were you, my darling. He takes her hand, looking up into her eyes.
Camerier blushes on Louise's head cheeky. But I'm glad you enjoyed yourself last night. I certainly did. A lovely romantic walk by the sea, a warm dinner with wine and impassionate bed action. Thank you for such a fantastic evening, Bronson. I hope there's more of those to come.
Oh, there definitely will be. Provided that the realms don't come to an end first. Bronson plants a sincere, tender kiss on her lips. I can think of several ways to spend the evening with you, my darling. But those ideas must be put on hold for now.
I can't wait. Camerier reciprocates the gesture, kissing Bronson just as fervently, her tail swishing back and forth. She gives him a gorgeous, sweet smile.
Calaria, how does your morning begin?
Calaria awakens on the bedroom floor, her head a little sore. She slowly gets to her feet, wearing almost no clothes. She looks around, feeling groggy from all the booze drunk last night.
You're awake at long last. Amelie wraps her arms around Caloria's waist from behind. I thought you'd never wake up. She kisses Caloria's cheek.
Truth be told, I'm exhausted. Everything aches.
Amelie chuckles before resting her head on Caloria's shoulder. You wanted my full love. Nothing held back. Your words, not mine.
So I said yes. I didn't know what I was in for. Calaria turns her head, looking into Ameli's eyes, kissing her nose cutely.
Amelie chuckles and kisses her nose in turn. You did enjoy yourself, though? I wasn't too much, was I?
Calaria nods and turns around, her eyes temporarily stuck on her elegant, beguiling dress. Yes, I definitely did. But did you want to make us official or keep it as a one-night stand?
To be honest, I don't know. I haven't had a serious relationship before. I wouldn't know where to start.
I've sort of had a serious relationship, only once back home. It only lasted a few weeks. But I'm willing to commit fully to this if you feel the same way.
I think it's too early to tell right now. Give me some time to think it over, okay?
Okay, I'll be around whenever you wanted to discuss anything with me. If my adventures don't take me too far away.
Well, if they do, write to me. I would appreciate it dearly. Emily gives Kaloria a soft kiss, one on the forehead, then the lips. Now, time's getting on. I need to run some errands. You might want to hurry up and get dressed, else you'll end up locked in here.
Alexandra, how's your morning going?
Alexandra is already up and dressed, having had a fun night of romance and intimacy. She's at Jarek's home, which is high-end and luxurious. She smells freshly cooked food and coffee. Making her way to the kitchen, she sees 2 full plates of lavish-looking food. Well, well. You know how to pamper a lady, don't you?
It's been known to happen. But you should be quick, my dear. I've business to see to soon.
Wouldn't want to keep you from attending to that, would we? Alexandra sits and tucks into her food.
I thought you'd be exhausted after last night, Alexandra.
What can I say? I've got endurance. And don't get high and mighty. I was the one doing all the work during that last round.
That's because I was holding back through most of it. I didn't want to make it too rough. But I know you loved it. You couldn't stop moaning till the end.
Oh, I know it was good, but I've had better. No offense, sweetie.
You're just saying that because you enjoyed it more than you thought.
Believe whatever you want to. So what sort of business do you do?
Roll a persuasion check.
That's a natural 20. Plus 4.
Financial services. Loans, advisory logs, you name it.
Aren't you sumptuous? And you can add chef to the list. This breakfast is rather Ambrosian.
Old family recipe, dear.
Surreptitious, too. I like it. So, is this whole thing coming to an end? Or will there be more rough love and morning meals in my future?
Contact me. I'll be at the Gilded Griffon most days. Maybe we'll have another night of pleasure soon.
Can't wait. But feel free to find me if you get impatient. You know what they say about keeping a lady waiting.
I'll bear that in mind.
Elowen, you awake in the morning to find the other side of the bed empty.
Lance, sweetie. Elowen sits up, squinting, looking around.
No sign of him. Although there's a rough-looking letter laid out on the end of the bed.
Elowen gets her glasses, slipping them on as she reaches forwards and grabs the letter.
The letter reads,
My darling Elowen, sorry to have up and left you so early, especially after such a beautiful night. But I've work to do and didn't want to wake your gorgeous self up so soon. I'll be with Mr. Haley, trying to procure more information. I'll be back later this afternoon if you choose to stay in. Forever yours, Lance. P.S. I've left you some clean clothes near the door. I couldn't help but think of you when I saw them.
Elowen smiles as she inspects the clothes. A beautiful white dress with embroidered flowers, along with comfortable-looking flat shoes that can be laced, even a beautiful necklace and bracelet with plastic pearls. Getting herself into these new clothes and accessories, Elowen goes over her hair. She undoes it and lets her hair hang down, brushing and straightening it out. Her makeup is still pretty much perfect. Feeling beautiful, Elowen grabs her blade and makes her way to the big top.
Almost a quarter of the circus has been packed up already, but some of the concession stands remain, as well as the big top, of course. Heading inside, numerous staff members are dismantling and carrying various parts out, but the arcane lights still glow and permeate the air. A few of the acts from yesterday are either assisting in the packing up process or discussing things amongst themselves. The air is thick with tobacco and various foods, along with some dust and chalk from the previous night. Mr. Haley is amongst a small crowd at the center stage, Lance with them.
Elowen briefly rubs her nose as she makes her way towards the center stage, greeting a few passerbys.
As I said before, it's nothing to worry about. Far be it from me to even consider a false event.
But last night's activity suggests otherwise, Mr. Haley.
It might have been someone casting random spells like a moron.
Or it's the past coming back to bite us in the ass.
Some black magic is at play.
Friends, I can assure you that it's nothing more than a myth. Who's scared of a mere myth? Not me, certainly.
Exactly. I've been to many places and seen many eerie things, but this is nothing more than a result of everyone jumping to irrational conclusions.
How would you know? You're the newest one here?
Just because he's new doesn't mean he's inexperienced.
Elowen tries to approach and join the crowd discreetly, but ends up drawing everyone's attention as she sneezes twice loudly due to all the dust and chalk in the air.
Bless you, my love. Lance guides her over, taking her hand.
Mrs. Greystone. Good morning and God's bless you. Mr. Haley produces a multicolored handkerchief from his top hat, handing it to her.
Thank you. Elowen accepts the psychedelic-looking handkerchief, feeling Lance caressing the back of her hand with his thumb.
Of course, Mr. Haley introduces her and asks for her forename since he didn't do so before.
Eliana Greystone.
A pleasure, Eliana. As I was saying before, this is nothing to worry your socks off about. Whatever next? A thunderstorm happens and so you blame it on the sun. Trivial.
Pardon the interruption, Mr. Haley, but what is this myth?
A generational curse, more like.
What makes you say that?
Every time the circus changes hands, freaky occurrences happen.
That's just absurd.
You weren't saying that yesterday evening. You were jumpy as hell.
That's because I found a spider hidden inside one of my bedside cupboards. I hate those damn things.
Friends, there's no need to argue and bicker. There is nothing more to say on the matter. Now, please.
Regardless, we should all be a little more cautious.
Maybe set up some arcane wards around our trailers.
I can do that. I know a fair bit about arcane wards.
Elowen's grip on Lance's hand tightens. Well, I'm well versed in magic. I'd be more than willing to help you all.
What do you know about magic, Eliana?
If you let me, I can demonstrate by doing my best to set up these magical wards.
Please set up as many as possible, Mrs. Greystone.
If it makes everyone comfortable, then please accommodate these requests, Mrs. Greystone. Speaking of, has your daughter reached a decision on my business proposal?
Not quite yet. I'll have an answer for you soon, though. And I'd love to accommodate as many requests as possible. Anything I can do to help.
That's wonderful to hear. Thank you, Mrs. Greystone.
You're very welcome. And please call me Eliana.
Very well, Eliana. Dante, you have a wonderful wife. You chose well.
Thank you. She's my darling angel.
And you're my forever love. Elowen rests her head against Lance's shoulder.
Lance kisses Elowen's head softly, keeping her close and comfortable. Mr. Haley, would you like me to continue with the combat training?
Please, Dante. Especially if it'll make everyone more calm, since they'll then possess the necessary training to defend themselves with.
I'm eagerly willing to provide and oblige, Mr. Haley.
Thank you, Dante. That's another weight off my mind.
My pleasure, Mr. Haley.
What sort of wards can be set up?
I can set up arcane glyphs that repel undead, fiends, and other nefarious creatures.
Come with us then, show us what you can do.
Very well. Elowen gives Lance a passionate kiss, the two of them indulging for a moment before Elowen leaves with the click.
Cutting back to Camarir, Bronson, Calaria, and Alexandra, you all meet up in the middle of town. Where are you all choosing to head to?
We haven't visited Poppy's peculiar pickings yet, but we should see what news the Fighting Guild has.
If they have anything new to report, otherwise we're wasting our time there.
Untrue. There are contracts and bounties most likely still there.
Those infernal portals haven't been making themselves known for a while now. It's almost eerie.
Well, we're a lot stronger than the last time we went against whatever those portals threw at us.
Even still, don't get complacent. Just because you're confident doesn't guarantee certainty will come knocking on your door.
Well, we can split it up temporarily. Two of us go check out Poppy's peculiar pickings and the other two check in with Beza and Roran.
Well, I'd like to have a look at these bounties. It's been a long while since I've killed something.
I'll go with you.
You are Muden Calaria?
Indeed. A bit of mother-daughter time.
So you split up once more. Camarir, Calaria, you both make your way to Poppy's peculiar pickings. It's near the east end of the market square.
It's been a while since we spent some time together, Calaria.
Definitely, Mother. How was your time with Sarigra?
It was fun. A little intense at times. Sarigra carries himself with a heavy heart. What about yourself, sweetheart? How did you and Bronson get along?
We got along very well. He's like a father figure to me now, and he's more than happy with that. As am I, of course.
Calaria, you have no idea how good it feels to hear you say that.
And it makes me happy to hear you say that, Mother. Bronson is a caring and supportive person. Seeing you so happy and loved is also heartwarming.
Having you and Bronson in my life does indeed make me happy. It's a blessing.
I'm guessing that's not all you want to discuss.
You hit the nail on the head there. But I don't want to sour the mood.
Well, better now than never.
Kamari bit her lips together.
It's okay, Mother. Go ahead and ask.
Not now, sweetheart. Maybe after we finish shopping.
Very well, Mother.
Heading inside Poppy's peculiar pickings, a melodious bell chimes as the front door opens. Both sides of the store have gigantic shelves full of books, trinkets, empty potion bottles, and even some stuffed animals. Up on the counter are two adorable mini-lop rabbits that are lying down and relaxing. Both look content and at ease.
Look at those cute bunnies. So adorable. Kamari pets the adorable fluffy rabbits.
My goodness, I see how this place got its name.
Despite how many items there are, the place is extremely clean and well kept. Numerous dancing light orbs patrol and shimmer up near the ceiling. At the counter, which is lower in height than a standard counter, lies a blonde halfling lady in a psychedelic flame outfit.
Good morning, my darlings. I bid you welcome to my humble shop. What brings you in today?
Wait a minute, you sound familiar.
Do I? Oh, wait, you've bumped into one of my sisters beforehand, haven't you?
Mary Molly is your sister. You're related.
One of 5, yes, including my gorgeous self, of course. Poppy Molly, at your service, darlings. Though I must ask, have you bumped into my other sisters? Excluding Mary Molly, since you mentioned her a moment ago?
Only Mary Molly and yourself, Poppy.
Are your other sisters here in town?
Not in this town, no. I won't spoil the fun and reveal where they are if you haven't bumped into them yet.
DM, is Poppy identical to Mary at all? In terms of appearance?
Poppy does look a little different from Mary. Her hair is far longer, and her outfit is far brighter than Mary's. She dons purple framed glasses and a stylish beret. Her outfit is a set of wizard-style robes with psychedelic kaleidoscope patterns, all bright colors. The colors themselves illuminate and pulse via magic, sometimes liquefying like a lava lamp and swirling around.
Anyways, darlings, what brings you in today? Potions, valuable trinkets, books, artifacts, clothes, accessories, scrolls, name it?
What can we purchase here that we can't anywhere else?
High-level spell scrolls for one, wondrous items and boons as well, special potions and bombs. I say bombs more like utility powder.
Wondrous items. What kind?
A necklace of beads that restore a gigantic amount of vitality with each bead that breaks. A staff that can fire off a fireball spell 3 times per day. Cloaks that can boost your constitution and any relevant skills. All that and more, my darlings.
Wowzers, that's quite a selection.
What's the deal with these 2 adorable bunnies? Kamari pets them both gently.
My adorable babies, they're rare rescues from these lands. Finding this breed of rabbit around here is almost impossible. They were at risk of becoming snake food from their previous owner, so I purchased them from her.
You saved their lives. Incredibly commendable.
Thank you, darling. Chocolate and toffee here make great company and they're very well behaved. And they're not for sale. Chocolate and toffee are my fluffy rabbit babies.
What about enchanted arrows? Do you have anything like that?
How about enchanted fire arrows? They deal magical piercing damage as well as magical fire damage as they burst into flames upon contact with their target.
Those sound fantastic. Have you any other elemental arrows?
Lightning arrows. Same effects, but with lightning, of course.
How much for both sets of arrows?
Since both sets of elemental arrows are unobtainable anywhere else, I'll let them go for 800 gold total.
800 gold for both?
Yes, dear.
Can you go any lower by chance? A lovely lady such as yourself could do with a generous discount.
Camerier, you know what to roll.
That's 21 total.
Well, since you asked so eloquently, dear, I'll do both sets for 500 gold. No more, no less.
You have a deal, Poppy. Thank you.
My pleasure, darlings. Is there anything else that interests you?
What about these high-level spell scrolls?
What tickles your fancy, darling? Evocation spells, transmutation, enchantment?
What enchantment scrolls do you have?
Scrolls of Hold Monster, Modify Memory, Mass Suggestion, and those are just the start. Scrolls of Compulsion, Planar Binding, G's, Private Sanctum, Scrying, whatever popular spell you fancy. Although I don't sell or purchase necromancy scrolls, Scrolls of Compulsion, Planar Binding, G's, Private Sanctum, Scrying, whatever popular spell you fancy. Although I don't sell or purchase necromancy scrolls or items.
You don't sell or purchase anything necromantic? Why is that?
It's a personal choice.
I see. What about shields? What sort do you have?
I have magical ones that can help augment and improve your chances of survival out in the field, though the Fighting Guild have a significantly larger selection, but mine aren't anything to scoff at.
Have you anything that bolsters defenses aside from shields?
Aside from shields, I have cloaks that can boost your defenses, or potions that can grant you temporary resistance to certain types of damage.
What about healing potions?
I have them all, from basic to supreme.
How much do you charge for each type, Poppy?
25 gold for basic, 75 for greater, 200 for superior, 300 for supreme.
I'll take a greater healing potions, please.
Excellent. A pleasure, darlings.
I think that's everything. Thank you for everything, Poppy.
Thank you from me as well.
You're welcome, darlings. Come back anytime. But before you depart, I have a personal favor to ask of you both. You both look extremely capable of handling yourselves and can definitely afford to do so.
You can say that, yes. Why? What ill winds have blown your way?
Not ill winds, but rather an unfortunate betrayal of trust.
Interesting. Do go on.
That's the plan, darling. To truncate a long story, someone who I thought was a good friend of mine made off with a small collection of my wares. I had entrusted them with said collection after they ensured they would personally pay me for them in weekly installments. Now she's retreated to her hideout and is denying any involvement in the whole ordeal.
We're not debt collectors.
I'm not asking for you to collect on her expenses, just to retrieve my stolen wares. That's literally it. Just retrieve my wares and bring them back to me.
In exchange.
In exchange, I'll offer one of my 7th level spell scrolls of your choosing completely free of charge.
Any 7th level spell scroll of our choice. Completely free.
Correct, darling.
A promising reward, but if I may say, this job sounds far too simple and easy. What's the catch?
My former friend won't give up my wares easily. She'll deceive you however she can, whether that be with her silver tongue or false promises.
Will she pose any physical threat? Will she retaliate with violence? Because I don't want to inflict violence upon an innocent individual.
A valid argument, but she's not exactly innocent since she has my property. And I'm not asking that you inflict any harm upon her. Far from it. My property is my top concern, darlings.
Well, what can you tell us about your former friend?
That depends on you both. Are you in?
Inside check. 18 plus 5, 23.
What is it you're inciting specifically?
Mainly seeing if she's withholding any further details.
There's certainly something that she's keeping to herself.
Poppy, what aren't you telling us? If you want your wares back so badly, then be upfront with us.
Make another persuasion check with advantage.
2 15s. Plus 10, 25.
The only other thing is that apparently she practices dark magic, voodoo-style practices. I personally find the whole thing hard to believe, but some words carry truth half of the time.
What else do we need to know?
Does that mean you're in?
Calaria, what say you?
I can't say I'm not curious.
How many people will be needed for this, Poppy?
Depends. I wouldn't bring too many along as I'm only offering one scroll regardless. You'll definitely need a mode of transport as Retha's hideout is a day's ride from here directly west near the coastline. So I'll ask once again, are you in?
I suppose we are. If you could mark Retha's hideout on our map for us, please, Poppy.
Of course, darlings.
Once all that's done with the part.